to demonstrate a feature of Google ADK, Agent Development Kit, which is about rewinding a session state, right? So as part of the agent flow, if a session state is changed, let's say from, let's say the session state attribute is color, and it is changed from red to orange to blue, ADK provides a way to rewind that state, right? So I can say I want to rewind this flow from state 3, I want to rewind it to state 2, so that this part will completely ignored now and I can start from state 2 again, right? How it works in ADK? So the rewind creates a dedicated rewind request, and um, it restores a session state and artifacts to exactly how they were before a specified rewind point, and that is identified by the invocation ID, right? So every execution is identified by an invocation ID, right, in the session state. And that's what I like about ADK, the session architecture, the session and the state management is very good, right? I am very impressed the way ADK has architected the session management within the framework, right? And nothing is deleted. All requests, including the ones that get rewinded, right, they also remain in the session log, right, so that we can debug and analyze for editing. But after rewinding, the system treats this rewinding request as non-existent, so that it does not, like, it is like hidden from the agent, right? So the agent's AI model forgets the interactions from the rewind point up until the next request, because that segment is excluded from future context. Now, limitations of this feature is that it only restores session level state. So if you read ADK, there is a app level state and a user level state also, which are not rolled back. If there is any external updates done by a tool during that flow, that is not rewinded. That would be the responsibility of the application developer, right? And atomicity or consistency, updates are not atomic, so avoid rewinding active sessions or changing, like while you are rewinding, don't change any session artifacts, right? These are certain limitations, and these are available in the documentation. But let's see a example of this session rewinding in ADK, right? So I have created a agent, right, which changes the state of an attribute called color. I created two tools. One is one tool sets the color of the state, right, right, and the other one gets the state color, right? So these are the two tools. I gave it to the agent. The model I'm using, Gemini 2.0 Flash. I wanted to say small model, didn't wanted to use a larger model here, right? So this is the agent, and now in the main program, right, I am instantiating the runner, right, to run this agent, right? So let's take a look at this code, right? So in the main code, I am creating the runner instance, right, which is a in-memory runner. I gave the agent that I have created here, the root agent. App name is rewind demo app, and the user ID is my name, right? Then I'm creating a session, right, creating the session with the app name and the user ID, and then I am executing the agent. Call agents async is this function here, where I'm passing the runner, user ID, session ID, and then I'm adding the query into the parts attribute, and calling the agent through the runner, right, to set the color. So first time I'm setting the color to red, right, and then I am noting down the, or I'm storing the invocation ID of this event into rewind invocation ID 0. Next, I change it to orange, store the invocation ID to invocation ID underscore 1. Next, blue, and store it under invocation ID underscore 2, right? And now, if I want to rewind, so I say runner.rewind async, pass the user ID, session ID, and let's say I want to rewind till this, right? So if I rewind to underscore 1, that means I should not see blue after that, it should be orange, right? So let's see this first, right? So when I rewind it to the state number 2, which is my index starts from 0, so this is state number 2, and then I call the so after rewinding, if I call the agent and say what is the current state color, it should use that get state tool and should give me the color red, right? Let's see if it does that, right? So it is setting the color to red, right? Setting the color to orange, blue, and then it rewinded, and then it give me red, right? Now if I rewind till, so I rewind it till 2, right? To 1, right? So now the third state, right? If I rewind the third state, which is this, then it will be rewinded, the blue will be forgotten, and I should get orange, right? The current state, I should get orange after the rewind. So what is the current state color? That should give me orange now, right? Let's see. So state to red, orange, blue, rewind, and now the color is orange because I have rewinded till blue and the previous color was orange, right? So this is how the session rewind feature works in ADK. I found that as an interesting and useful feature. It will be useful when we develop multi-agent systems. Right? If the agent makes any mistakes, it's probably is a cleaner way to rewind to a good known state, right? So that's all I wanted to show as part of this recording.